So we're here today with Michael Ben-Shimon. Welcome.
Thank you.
You have deep experience with IP, patents, startups, venture funding. And what I would like to hear from you today is what advice you have for young people. Young people who are perhaps in college, who are developing engineering skills, strong technical skills, but who are also maybe interested in learning more about business and startups. So what's your advice to someone who's in college like that right now?
Well, this is a very good question and timely question because we see shift now in the industry. AI really, um, it's a revolution that I think for young students will have to realize that the workforce um, has changed, and many jobs will not be eliminated. There is a big wave now of programmers being laid off because uh, AI tools can replace them. Same for even attorneys or CPAs. So for students that are eager about business building, I would say take that and run with that. Take every minute in your time while you are in college to think about how do I create my business once I graduate. And I think today it's easier because you have the tools to develop the code yourself, to do the research using AI. And if the college or the university bring the infrastructure, gives the infrastructure to teach them the skills they need to do that, that my advice to them, just grab that and take it to the next step.
So you made the point that it's easier than ever to start a software company, which paradoxically also means that it's harder than ever because the competition is really brutal.
Right.
What's your sort of one-liner advice to young people who are thinking of getting into that game?
Find a good market and find a good team. I think if you have these two, the rest will do itself.
So software companies have in many ways struggled in the past few years, right? And
Right.
at the same time, we're seeing hardware stocks have been doing really well. Do you think that the same advice applies to someone who's maybe a mechanical engineer, who's looking at building robotics of various kinds and not necessarily focused on software per se?
Well, as a patent attorney, we're privileged to see what is the next thing. Oh, it's what is the next thing? What is the next trend? And today, the next trend is not SaaS, software as a service companies, but rather physical AI companies. Physical AI, robotics, drones, uh, in many aspects, civil usage and military usage. And the reason is because investors that try to bet on a company, they will not bet on a SaaS company which you can develop today using AI at minimal cost. So a business like me, myself, will don't have to buy a very expensive CRM system, can develop itself for the specific usage that I need as a business owner and not pay Salesforce or HubSpot a lot of money every week. The real moat, if we're talking about moat, it's in the hardware companies because it's very difficult to copy something that is physical created if it's protected well with IP. So I think the next wave of technology that we're going to see, it's what in physical AI, robotics, humanoids, drones, drone deliveries. It's coming, and we're going to see a lot of it soon.
So my last question is this. If you're looking at this from the perspective of a young person who's in college or university in school right now, do you think that a person like that should start a company while they're still in school? Or do you think it's something that they should wait to do until they've graduated?
Well, if you ask Mark Zuckerberg, he didn't wait, right? It's all about timing. Personal advice, take the time, learn, get all the tools that you need from the school about the concept of building companies, create the right connections with your friends around the schools, with the professors, and then once you're ready, just launch a company. I think it's very difficult to do both study and build a business. So, I would take the time.
It's a tricky question.
Yes, it's a very tricky question.
Well, Michael, thank you so much for
Thank you.
joining us. It's been a real pleasure. Big round of applause.